Hello and welcome back to my workshop. Today I'm going to be unboxing and testing a detail sander, corner sander. I spend an awful lot of my time doing sanding, and so a lot of my tools are sanding related. So because I mostly work in pallet wood, which is very, very rough when you take it off the pallet, so most of my time, as I say, is actually spent sanding. So something like this planter here, I would have sanded it all before I put it together, but sometimes it's just nice to give it a final, just knock a few rough edges off, maybe any damage that I might have done while I've been actually building it. So my favourite sanding toy is my Random Orbital sander. Absolutely love it. It's amazing, and I use it a lot. I think I might actually be wearing it out. But for a space like this, where the sander only just about goes in the gap, and you don't get right to the edges, and what you find is you end up knocking the edges off the sanding disc, which is fine, but it just, it gets through the discs quite quickly, and obviously then you're getting even less, even further away from the edges when you're sanding. So it's not the right tool for this. It's the right tool for most of my sanding, but not for this. So I thought I'd treat myself. I've been looking for a while for a detail sander or a corner sander, and I was in B&Q when they had the sales on. Now currently, I've just looked at this morning. This is £22 at the moment in B&Q. I got it in the sales for £11. When I saw it advertised at £11, I thought, can't really go far wrong with that. I read a few reviews on likes of Amazon and places like that, people saying, oh, this is a rubbish sander, it only lasted me for 2 years and then it packed in. Well, if I can get 2 years or even 2 months out of a sander that's cost me £11, then I will be a happy man. So there's just no pleasing some people, but you get what you pay for. If I wanted something that was going to last me a lifetime, I wouldn't pay £11 for it. So I think you just have to recognise that it's probably not going to last that long, potentially, but it might surprise me. So let's unbox it and see what we get in there. Have to forgive my hands if I drop things, like I was just wearing gloves. It's 4 degrees centigrade in here this morning, which is fairly cold, but I guess that's what you get for having an unheated workshop in the early January in the north of England. So what have we got in here? I think that's just packaging on the bottom. Yeah. Okay, so obviously we've got, this is the B&Q, sorry, the Black & Decker. Oh, I thought it was B&Q brand. It's Black & Decker, so that's actually, Black & Decker's a really good make. Okay, well maybe it will last then. Which for £11, that's an absolute bargain. I assumed it was a B&Q own brand, and therefore wouldn't last, and it was cheap. But it's a Black & Decker. It's the, which model number is it? The BEW 230 maybe. I'm not sure that's a model number there. I think it's probably more. There isn't an obvious. I mean, it's the Black & Decker mouse, and there is a number here, 2800. I'm not sure if that's a model number. On the box, it's saying BEW 230. So, but it's I guess Black & Decker probably only make one mouse corner sander. So let's just see how it performs. So we've got the sander itself, which is pretty standard. Feels nice in the hand actually. That does feel nice. What else have we got? Instruction manual, guarantee. I don't think there's really much instruction. I think ultimately you get some sanding discs in here, Mind you, all that does look like is the dust extraction. Okay. So there's a little dust extraction thing that will go on the back there, and then you attach your hoover to the back there. P80, 2 P80s, 2 P20, 2 P120s and 2 P180s. Okay, so I'm going to go for an 80. I'm going to take off those 2 additional bits that I don't think I'm going to use. Stick this on here so the lines, the dust extraction holes line up. Actually, I think what these could be is, obviously I'm using this, and I guess what one uses it mainly for is getting into corners. Therefore, this little triangle here is going to do probably 90%, 75% of the sanding that this sander does. Because if you're sanding in this big area here, you might as well be using a big, random orbital sander. Whereas the vast majority of what you do is going to be in this bit here. So I guess these act as replacement bits that go in there. Guessing. Right. Well, let's give it a whirl, shall we? So, even though I'm only going to be running it for a few seconds, I'm trying to get into the habit of always putting protection on, PPE on. I haven't been very good at having protection from dust in the last year. I have been having issues with my lungs, so I am, even though as I say I'm only going to be running it for a few seconds, I'm going to stick this on anyway. Okay, well that felt good. Felt like it was doing a good job there. It certainly left the surface nice. So yeah, I think all in all, I'm pretty pleased with that for £11. I'll use it on a few different projects and do a long-term review on it. But for now, I think that's probably a very good £11 spent. And would I spend £22 on it? I think I probably would, because I do have a lot of instances where I found my random orbital sander just couldn't get near enough. So yeah, that seems like a well spent £11 or even £22 if you had to pay the full price. I think I probably would pay the full price, but I'm very glad that I got it at a discount. So yeah, in summary, I mean, it's really comfortable in the hand. Actually, I'm surprised by that. It's very ergonomic. So yeah, I think that's I'm going to use that quite a bit. I'll use it on some projects and finish off my sanding here and stuff, and then I'll do in a few months' time I'll do a long-term review on it. Has it held up? What the sanding pad's like? So yeah, I hope that's been helpful. If you've got any comments or questions, stick them in the section below. If you're able to like the video, that'd be fantastic, and if you're able to subscribe to the channel, even better. Numbers are slowly climbing, which makes it more encouraging for me to do. Yep, and in the meantime, until next time, stay safe.